It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs, it's Sticky. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference since they've expanded the quality.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left side.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Running inside, it's Dickey. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Got a man in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense has set him up.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, in 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. The run inside. It's Owens. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The short hands. It's Craver. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Throwing Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. a bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Takes the easy completion. Running through contact. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this.
Makes the grab in their space. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Good timing on the quick out. On the move at the 30. All out of space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get it?
Touchdown, Red Raider! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the move, it's Edwards. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch of this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Hammond. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. On the ground, it's Dickey. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Creates a little space. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Hands it off. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Reed. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
To the air. It's Reed. Dances away. Lets it fly. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Now here's Reed. Here's the pressure. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Dickey. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the outside. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 4 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Fighting Irish in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Owens. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half when you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
On the run, it's Owens. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Throwing Reed. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise, Reed trying to cut through it. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it way down the field. Sprinting away. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field, play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Here's Reed to throw. Caught. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball.
Might have a chance. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Pocket breaking down. Across the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack.
And he's in! Touchdown, Aggies! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Complete to the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. Wants to throw it again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He fires one deep over the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit, make sure it falls incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
Hey, man, I I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. And last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Breaks the tackle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Reed. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quarterback keeps it.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Direct snap. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
On the move. Maybe some room here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Reed. Oh, they're after him. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Aggies get it right back.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking long. Pulls it in down the middle. Gashes him in the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Reed. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unleashes one. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Running the red zone. It's Owens. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. The Aggies get it right back.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D. Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Under a minute to go, just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
On the ground, it's Edwards. Here's a little room there. He's at the 10. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a